Coffee with, and he. Good morning. Coffee with, and he. We're going to make this a short one. Beautiful day in Charleston. I woke up to it being 60 degrees. Winds are light. Yesterday we were under tornado watches and warnings, and it was raining and icky, but we got a lot done on the boat. I think I have the last wire to install on the nav upgrade today, and that is to power the multi-touch jog button. The nav station is all touchscreen, but everyone says to get a multi-touch jog button just in case something goes out. I mean, if something goes out, we're switching over to Navionics or something. We've got multiple redundancies on the boat, multiple GPSs in line. It's pretty exciting. It's all coming together. The autopilot trained itself in a few minutes after we figured that out, or after Clay figured that out. Today is the last of we're wiring the Class T fuses to all of the lithium batteries. So there's 2 lithium batteries that are 410 amp hours each. A lot of power can come out of those. The BMS is limited to 250 amps, coming and going continuous, 400 peak. So the Class T fuse just prevents a fire. The old style, I believe it's AMR fuses, actually kind of got Tracy and I in trouble in 2004 on our second grooming van. We were the first that I know that came to market with a hybrid system with a shoreline generator and inverter power possibilities. And I'm not going to take all the credit here, but a lot of those discussions is what Curtis transitioned his stuff into. I'm not saying that we engineered Curtis Hanvey stuff of Hanvey groomings, but smart guy, and we were in a lot of discussions with him at the time. So anyway, those AMR fuses that were on that second grooming truck of ours, we had a dead short in an old trip light, not an old, it was new at the time, an older style now, trip light, modified sine wave, 4,000 watt inverter, 12 volt. It went dead short, the fuses went dead short, and I was driving one of our mobile vans down the road. Tracy called me because the second truck was a crew cab set up with an area for Avery and a desk in the back because he was 2 or 3 years old at the time. She's like, my truck's on fire. So we bailed off into a parking lot, and somehow, some way, I took 2 access panels off and ripped a burning inverter out of the back of her van with my bare hands. It was, oh wow, that barge is turning around so fast over there. He just spun around in about 15 seconds. That was impressive. Pulled that burning inverter out, and it's been so long I don't remember the exact, but I do remember that even though the fuses burned, they were still a dead short. Wow, there's more porpoise right there. And I could swivel the camera around, but they play games with you. Most of the time when you see one, they go underneath and they giggle and laugh because they're like, oh, they're looking over here. We're over there now. But putting all the safeties in place. So doing that, we have something exciting going on in our nav station. And we're actually going to be able to use our nav station. We've relocated the VHF and the single sideband down inside of the cabinet. We've eliminated a lot of the wiring in there. We'll put some cigarette lighter plug and some USB plugs in there. We will have our radio in there. It's going to look so much better. After we get laid out the next couple of days, we'll get something custom laser cut to just lick and stick on there and look good. Things coming together. The cockpit was totally full of junk yesterday morning when I got up from the ongoing upgrades. And we completely cleaned it out before it rained. We had a lot of stuff inside. A couple of boxes left of things that need to be installed. And, well, Tracy and some of the boys went to Costco yesterday. I decided that it wasn't going to install itself, so got started. Learned how to use a hydraulic crimp press on 4/0 cable. I'm going to do some cutting and crimping and all that today, laying out from the batteries up to a Class T fuse. From there, we're going into new bus bars. We're going to go on to the old bus bar, and then we're going to go on to a second Class T fuse that just goes back and feeds the 3,000 watt Victron Multi-Plus original, the OG style inverter. And that inverter is 3,000 continuous, and it'll surge to 6,000. Don't really want to do that, and don't really have that kind of load on the boat. I've been warned by several people face to face, but a lot of people heed warnings online that you don't want to run these things at the max all the time. We got a water heater that draws 1,500 watts. We got a kettle. We got Tracy's hair dryer, and then everything else is just small incidentals. We did pick up our electric pressure cooker, air fryer, all that. I think it draws 1,500 watts, but none of this stuff's no more than 2 of them will be run concurrently, and we'll still be under our threshold. So I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about the quality of the wiring of the boat. From the inverter to the panel, it's 6 gauge. It'll get by with 12. 10 would be, we got 6 gauge wire running to the panel. That's awesome. And 10 gauge coming in. The ELCI breakers, we've been fooled several times in ordering those, and the vendor keeps pushing back delivery dates for months and months and months. So I'm ordering today some regular standard marine breakers that I'll put in the box. We'll leave the others on order, and it'll bring us up to ABYC standards of just safety. The boat fire, which was right. See the little square catamaran, and then the little sailboat on the outside. It's one on the inside is where that boat fire was. It's a wake-up call. It should be a wake-up call to a lot of people. None of my stuff was unsafe. And a lot of it was the way it was wired from the factory, and would have been right then. And just because a new standard comes out doesn't mean you have to retrofit everything. You don't put airbags in your 1969 Ford Mustang just because airbags are standard now. But we're taking good, safe swings at it. Excuse me for a second. I know that was rude, sorry. The Costco chocolate muffins. I think COVID was one of the things that changed them. They used to be double chocolate with huge chocolate chunks in there, chocolate chips and chocolate chunks. I've eaten them at a lot of Costco's, and I don't think they're all what they used to be. What do you think? Put your comments below. It is peaceful just sitting here on the water. It'll be more peaceful when I head south a little bit. I'm not complaining. I'm not. I am so fortunate of this, these opportunities and this time and the oversight I'm getting and doing my upgrades. I'm just thrilled. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. I love you. Tell your friends and family you love them. Clean up after yourself. Spay and neuter your pets. I'm still, I got to find time to put together that My Boys Are Heroes video. That's coming soon. Love you guys. Bye.